So are you tired of storing batteries and recharging batteries only to go and use an item to find out the batteries that you took care of are now dead? Well, I may have the perfect LED lantern for you. This is the Luminizer LED lantern and it's powered by just a tea candle. Alright folks, welcome back. I want to show you this today. This is the Luminizer lantern. It produces a super bright LED light and it's powered 100% by just a tiny tea candle. No batteries, no gas, no solar, no charging required ever. It produces about 200 lumens light from one tea candle, and that tea candle will run you about 4 hours for a bright LED light. This thing is perfect for emergency kits and home preparedness. Unlike battery powered flashlights and lanterns, the Luminizer can store forever. You can stick it on a shelf and 2 years later come back and use it. So it ensures when you reach for light, you'll never find dead batteries like with traditional flashlights. It's safe for indoor use. The candle is also protected very well for outdoor use, such as camping and hiking, or even, us survivalists and preparedness people. With the built-in legs, which I will show you here in a minute, the LED lantern can provide light for a huge area, or you can just use the durable handle to hold it with the legs folded up in your tent. So the legs fold out like that, and these are your lights. You have lights up here. You also have lights around the outside on either side. They say they're about 200 lumens. I'd probably agree with that after the candle's been going for a little while. Now, you've got the front 5 LEDs, and these swivel up and down. So if you're working on something and you want to point it down, you can point it down, or if you want it just to point straight out, you can do that too. And I really, really like this lantern. I got this a few days ago, and I've been testing it out. And the ones on the side, the LEDs, give you such a nice wide area of light. That would be perfect for, say, hanging it up in a tent or something. So I'm going to give it about a 4.5 out of 5. And don't worry, we're going to demo it and everything. And the reason is it's bigger than you think. Now, if this were a little bit smaller and made for, say, backpacking, it would be like the perfect survival tool because it's so small and you never need batteries. But it is a little big even folded up for backpacking. You can compare it to the size of my hand. That's going to be kind of big in your backpack. Also, tea candles vary. Now, there was a note put out with this that when you get it, toss the candle it comes with out. It was a mistake in the factory somewhere, and I guess the wicks are too small. I tried it just to see, and it won't power it enough. It doesn't give enough flame off to power it. So, this is basically a thermocouple device. The heat from this hits the plates up here, and there's 2 different temperature plates. And the difference between those plates creates and generates electricity for the battery. Now, there are no storage batteries in here, for the light, I mean. There are no storage batteries in here, so when that candle goes out, the light goes out too. It may last a few minutes while the plates remain hot, but it'll eventually go out. The only other thing that I would find that you have to be careful with is wax spillage. If you're going to be carrying this around and that candle in there gets very, very waxy and melted, when you're carrying it around, be careful because you'll spill it all over the place. So we're gonna test it out and see how we like it. One word of caution when you're doing this: don't be impatient. It'll take anywhere from 30 to 60 seconds before you get light. And we're going to do that in real time. I want to show you. I've already tested it. I've already used the candle. But I'm going to show you how to set this up. Now, obviously, you saw me fold the legs out. When you want to light this, I'm just going to fold one leg up so you can see what I'm doing. You see the bottom there? You're going to twist that and pull it out. And there's your candle. Put that back down. So, you're going to light your candle. And just stick it right back in there. Now, I know this looks like it's a lot of plastic, but it's very well protected in there. You're not going to have any issues. Now, on the back here is your switch. You either have this way, you can flip it that way for the side lights, or this way for the headlight. So, let's turn it around. I'm going to try and turn it on now. See, it's not ready yet. We're going to let it heat up in real time on video and let you see how long it takes. All right, do we have anything yet? No. Oh, there we go. And it is lit. So I'm going to turn off the lights in here. I'm going to let you see both lights. We're going to turn it this way so we can point it down. You can see the result of the light shining. I'm going to turn off these lights here, the bright ones. So you see the light shining down, okay? And that's just from the headlight. You also have the light from this always. And let's do the side lights. Those are the side LEDs. You see how that works. So it obviously will put off enough light, even with the candle, if you really just wanted to use it as a candle holder. It does get a little warm in through here, but not anything too bad. The thermocouple device kind of sucks up most of that heat. It's like a big heat sink in the middle there. So you can see that works pretty darn well. So let me pop the lights back on, and I'll give you some more information on it. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull the light out. We're going to see how long we have with that little light. Now I assume the longer you burn the candle, the longer your light will last, because the heat will remain in there. But we're going to just take that out carefully. And I'll stick it back in there. From time to time, this will get sooty in there. You can reach up in there with a pipe cleaner or a little bit of a toothbrush or something and clean it off. The dirt really doesn't affect the performance. You can still see it's still going. It's fading a little. There it goes. And it's out. So you still get a few seconds of light after the candle is extinguished. But for something around the house that's really, really safe, and it even is spill proof, even though the wax would be annoying to clean up, if you knock this over, the wax is just going to hit the side of this. It's not going to spill on your carpet. It's not going to start any fires anywhere. So all in all, I am very, very pleased with it. I think it's just a very cool thing because it's got the thermoelectric conductor in there. So it's a little bit of science along with your emergency preparedness. But these are not cheap, by the way. I will put a link down below. They run about $79. So you can pick them up down below from Amazon. I'll put that link down there. And give them a try. But if you want something you can rely on no matter what, and I mean how cheap are tea candles? You can almost buy like 500 of them for like $5 in a dollar store. Now the tea candles I got for this, I got at Walmart. They're 8 candles. I think they were $1.68. They have a fragrance to them, I think, fresh linen, but you don't even need that. You can just find, I would suggest you look for the thicker wicks. I don't know if you can see that in there, but they're a little bit thicker than the one that came with this very tiny, you can see the black tip of it there. Very tiny little wick that really didn't put out enough heat. So anyway, that is the Luminizer LED lantern. It's powered just by a tea candle. That's all you need. There's nowhere to put batteries. There's nowhere to charge it or anything. You don't have to worry about putting it on a shelf and the charge dying out of the batteries. It's just really, really convenient. And it can be used, like I said, either standing up like this, or you can fold up the legs and hang it up like a lantern. And as you can tell, it works very, very well. I'm actually impressed. I didn't think I'd get enough light off this. And when you can see in the darkness, again, you know, you guys know my camera doesn't exactly like the dark. But that was pretty bright, even in this camera. So I will put a link down below. Don't forget to check it out. Link will be right down below. Below that link will be my Amazon store. Everything I review that I get from Amazon, I put in that store. So if you're interested in checking out some of the gear and maybe watching some of my older reviews, you could probably find it in the store. If you don't see anything you like, just click that link and shop as you normally would on Amazon. Really helps out the channel a whole lot. Also, don't forget to check out our Thrive Life link. Next video is going to be the Thrive Life spring sale, so don't forget to check it out and see if there's anything in there you want to get started with some freeze-dried storage. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.